Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be playing the front nine of the Cowdenbeath Dora Golf Course. For this course I am a 24 handicap, still a 23 official handicap, but it is 24 for this course. Weather today is quite cool temperatures with a small breeze. I'll be jumper on and off. You'll see quite a lot of clips of me putting the jumper on, taking it back off. And it is still quite wet from the rainfall we've had in the past couple of weeks. First hole then, a great drive, but then you'll see why it is very, very important to warm up before you play a round of golf. An absolute chunk there, followed by a lovely little chunk again. Chunk, chunk. And it is going to take me 4 shots just to get on a 300 yard par 4. Very poor start. So there's quite a lot of rainfall, but the greens are very, very fast. Got very lucky with this third putt, and it does manage to land for a triple bogey +3 before we move on to the second hole. My driving has been quite inconsistent, but in the front nine here today you will see it is greatly improved. What hasn't improved though is my concentration. See this little fella running right across the middle of the fairway. Huge distraction for my second shot, an 8 iron, 138 yards. I should have really went through my full routine again, but rushed it. The ball is sitting up perfectly, and I just do not get under it at all. Another reason to warm up, and you can see jumper on this time as the breeze has started to lift. 45 yards with a lob wedge, a lovely little chip. Took a bigger divot than I really expected to, but a really perfect chip. Leaves me with a chance for par. There was a break to the left, and you'll see it slightly go to the left, but it just does not go all the way. And it will be a 2 putt for bogey +3 through 2 holes. Moving on to the third. Another great drive, 304 yards, but it is quite a severe uphill. Just about 100 yards in. You can see it did land further up the hill, but it did roll back ever so slightly, leaving me with 101 yards in. Managed to get under it perfectly though with a pitching wedge. Maybe a 3/4 shot, getting it on for my first green in regulation. It's a little bit of a hill. Good distance there. Great lag putt, and it will be a 2 putt par. Perfect hole on the third. The fourth, now we're going back downhill, 114 yards. Don't get all of it. Again, maybe like a 2/3 pitching wedge. Hook it off to the left. And the rough does manage to just hold it right on the crest there of the hill. It is a very severe downhill just right behind me, and I get just too much of it, taking it past the hole. Do have an opportunity for par though, and again just trying to get the correct distance, and we will take the bogey to the +5 through 4 holes. On this one, 407 yards, the first real sort of long hole. Managed to get a good drive. We are being waved through here. You'll see just bags sitting on the right hand side there. Waved through by a group of 4. Really appreciate when we are waved through when we're playing by ourselves. But unfortunately the ball is below my feet here, and I do overcompensate and hook it to the left. Again, good distance as you can see. Pretty level with the hole. And took the putter and the lob wedge with me. Lob wedge was quite good, but quite a severe bounce there. Finally managed to get on, and we have a putt for par. Again, good distance, but it is going to be a bogey. The sixth hole then, 374 yards. I'm aiming exactly straight for that bunker. I do have quite a natural fade to the right, and it was perfect. Went exactly that distance. Again, the cooling temperature is not really allowing me to get full distance, and it's going to be 162 yards uphill. 5-iron. It is a slight hook, and we did get unlucky landing it in this bunker. Quite a big hill in front of me, so I took my 60 wedge rather than my sand wedge, just to make sure I got under it there. A good bunker shot, and again we do have a putt for par. Quite a lot of break in this one, but again good distance, and we will take the bogey to be +7 through 6. There's the grip that let me through there to the right hand side. This drive was not the best. Did slightly take a bit of ground before hitting the ball, so it's going to be a lot shorter than normal, but perfectly in the middle of the fairway. 187 yards. Hoping for a clean hybrid, but a chunk. You can see looking down there, took quite a lot of divot. It left me with 54 yards. Decided to take a 52 wedge for this one. And despite the appearance, it is actually pretty bare. There wasn't much grass, so just chipping it out of wet mud, it's not the best. But another opportunity for par here, and like I said, the greens are very fast, just slightly past, but we will take the comeback for the bogey to be +8. Now par 5, 436 yards. Again, just aiming for those trees on the left with my natural fade. Perfect drive once more. There is water to the right hand side as well. And again, the ball is below my feet, 215 yards remaining. Taking a hybrid just to try and get it up on the crest of this hill. I know I struggle when the ball is below my feet. So it did fade off to the right hand side ever so slightly, just catching the rough here. The tree is really a non-factor. Utility wedge, 74 yards. Managed to get great contact on it, and as you can see, it lands right next to the hole, but it does bounce quite a fair bit past the hole. But we do have a chance for our first birdie of the day. But realistically, the distance, I was just looking for a lag putt, and there we get it, very close. Final hole of this video then, 139 yards, par 3. I hit probably the best shot I've hit so far. Is that Fred Couples or is that Ultimate Rookie? Absolutely perfect. Bang on 139 yards. It rolls ever so slightly past the hill, just keeping it there. A second chance for birdie. It is downhill here though, and it just fades at the last minute and goes past the hole. So going through that front 9 then, like I said, 24 handicap for this one, so +12 is what I'm aiming for, so I'm actually under by 4. The first hole is an absolute write-off, but 3 pars and a front 9 of 43 is something that I will absolutely be delighted with. Again, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 of the back 9, and I will see you very, very soon.